share. All right, so as we've all discussed, we are sampling for ghost energy at Lalapalooza. And it's August 3rd through 6th. The actual activation times, like when we're actually doing the sampling, are 9 to 3. But I'm asking everybody, I need everyone to arrive at 8:30 a.m. at their designated site to do the setup. There will be a tent, table, tablecloth, 2 barrel coolers, and this is per location. We're going to have 2 separate locations. 2 barrel coolers and some cooler backpacks and some swag that's going to be shipped to each Mariano's. And you guys will need to go into the store and set it up wherever the store manager designates for you guys to set up. I'll speak to Inabon a little bit separately about that. So it's going to be a real basic setup. Like I said, 1 tent, 1 table, tablecloth, 2 barrel cooler or 2 barrels to store the samples in, and a cooler backpack. So the goal is to sample all the samples the product is going to be delivered to each site individually. And I can't remember the total, but the expectation is that we will sample 800 cans per day, and it's full can samples. There's no open import. It's just a full can sample. Share the key messaging, give them a full can sample if they like it, and voila. So team 1 is going to be Inabon, Abraham, and Suzanne, and you guys are going to be at the Mariano's on Clark Street, 1615 Clark Street. And I will download this deck and email it all to you as well. Team 2 is going to be, the team lead is going to be Fiorella, and then Matt and Sergio are going to be on that team as well. And you guys will be at the Mariano's at 333 East Benton Place. Any questions so far? Anything am I talking in circles, or is it making sense?
No, it makes sense.
Okay.
Yep, so far so good.
All right, so dress code. Right now, the branded t-shirts are at large. I know they've been shipped. I don't know where they are because they have not arrived at either team lead's house. There's Inabon is supposed to be receiving the t-shirts for his team, and Fiorella is supposed to be receiving the t-shirts for her team. Thus far, they have not arrived, sadly. So
Mine just arrived today. Sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, they did. Oh,
just today. Like I have a bunch of Amazon packages because my girlfriend orders way too much, and it was in the mix. So yes.
Hey, now, don't shopping shame her. Let's not do that, buddy. No shaming.
I'm the one being shamed. I just got a bunch of aquarium stuff, so I'm on the guilt pedestal right
now. Okay, I like how you brought that back to yourself. That's good. That's a good partner right there. So obviously you guys won't have the t-shirts to put on that day. So I'm asking everybody to please arrive in a plain black unbranded t-shirt. And then you can change into the branded t-shirt on site once you arrive. Shorts on bottom, black or khaki or jean, just a nice pair of shorts, something comfortable because it's going to be hot as blazes. Not as hot as Texas though. I believe we hit 108 today. And then some black closed-toed shoes, comfortable tennis shoes or whatever, but black or closed-toed, they don't have to be black. I'm not going to be fast and hard about that one. But just make sure you have some closed-toed comfortable shoes to stand on your feet for a long time. No sunglasses, please. If the sun bothers you, if you need to shade the sun from your eyes, if you're out sampling or whatever, please just wear a plain black unbranded baseball hat. Unless you have like a doctor's urging to wear sunglasses, then we can discuss it. Just ping me and let me know. But otherwise, please do not wear sunglasses. Okay, so we talked about the baseball cap. Any questions on attire? Okay, we'll keep moving. So the expectations, again, it's really straightforward BA work. Engage people. Don't stand behind the table, stand in front. You're going to have to approach people. They aren't going to come up to you most of the time. So you're going to have to approach them. Just be energetic because it is an energy drink. Being positive about it. If you're wearing the cooler backpack, I have wagon on there. I didn't edit that, but if you have the cooler backpack on, you're obviously going to be moving around somewhat in the vicinity of the table. But the cooler backpacks are really contingent on how busy the tent area is. If you're busy, then nobody's going to wear the backpack and sample. And ultimately, I'm going to have Innabon and Fiorella make that call when they're on site because they're the ones there with their eyes on the situation. If you need all 3 people in the tent, keep all 3 people in the tent. If 2's good and you can have someone wear the backpack and sample, go ahead and do that. But the goal is to, again, share the key messaging and hand out a full can sample to each person interested. If you are wearing the cooler backpack, I would like you to download this app, Map My Walk. It's an Under Armour app. And you just log in, you set up your little login, and before you start walking around handing out samples, you'll hit start workout. And then when you stop, you're just going to pause it, take a screenshot, and text it to me or whoever the project manager is that day. So that way we can give it to the client and let them know that we did do some sampling. Here's our proof for you. No gum chewing, please, while you're on the clock. No cell phone use unless it is the team lead taking pictures or you're needing to clock in. We're going to go over in just a few minutes. We're going to go over our clocking in and out app. It's called Roosted. And so unless you're using that or Map My Walk, please no cell phone use. The distributor may or may not be coming on site. So there are going to be eyes on you. Chances are people from Mariano's are going to have eyes on you. So, you know, just make some good choices and be on your best behavior. No sunglasses, please, and no smoking or vaping while on the clock. Here's our key messaging. Very, very simple. They didn't give us anything complicated. Zero sugar, feel good energy, loud flavors, and transparent label. And we now have 10 full-time flavors as well as new sour pink lemonade launching in the fall, plus limited time flavors such as Bubblicious Strawberry Splash. And we have found that in some of the other events that we have done the sampling, people are asking where they can get this. So on this deck, this is the list of all the stores that people can go to purchase it. I can't remember which stores you have on this list that are in the Chicago area, but you guys would know that. So you can refer to this. Which brings me to Roosted. So each of you is going to need to download the Roosted app to your phone. You got an initial email from Diane Autry. When I input your information into Roosted, it contained the link to your onboarding paperwork. So that was the link to the website. In order to be able to clock in and out, you have to download the app. You have to use the Roosted app to clock in and out when you're on site. So once you download it from either the App Store or the Google Play Store, you're going to log in and just keep it logged in. And you set up you got your initial password. It was a separate email from Diane from the email that contained the link to the onboarding paperwork, but it was the same day. If not, you can just select forgot password and reset it. Then you're going to log in. Once you've logged in, on the home screen, you're going to see current shifts. And if you guys are downloading your app right now and logging in and looking, you will see that your shifts are up and running because I have uploaded all of those. I do need to put the run of show on each of them. That way you can just have it on your app. But I have not done that yet, but you will see your shifts. So you're going to open up your current shift and you're going to have to do this for each day. For each day, you're going to check in advance. Like you can do it up to 24 hours in advance, but check-in is not your clock in. Please don't confuse the two. Check-in just acknowledges that you've received your shift and you will be present to work your shift. Check-in is not how you clock in. just to be very clear. So once you arrive on site, you want to clock in then, right? So again, you're going to open your Roosted app on your home screen. You're going to click on the shift for that day, whether it be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whichever day it is. And you are going to submit or select submit punch to clock in. It's going to automatically route you to a camera screen, and you're going to take a selfie, not inside your vehicle, please. It needs to be outside, capturing the scenery around you, preferably with the Marianos in the background or the table in the background, so I can see that you are actually on site. And I believe now it's the location automatically is activated on everyone's phone once you download it. So make sure your time punch does go through. Don't close your app immediately once you hit submit, because it's Lalapalooza. There are going to be people everywhere. I don't know. I imagine those cell phone towers are going to be incredibly overloaded. So your time punch may not go through. It may just scroll in a circle. If that is the case, if your time punch doesn't go through, go ahead and take a selfie and text it to me and ask me to clock you in, and I can do that for you. But I would like you to try to submit your punch first, please. Any questions so far? All right. So again, if you guys don't check in for each shift individually,
Suzanne has a question. I'm sorry for interrupting. She's had her hand raised a couple times.
Oh, I can't see you, Suzanne, so you'll have to speak up if you have any questions. What's your question?
I was just wondering, why can't we wear sunglasses? Only because I don't have like a doctor's note or anything, but my eyebrows, like I have like light sensitivity, like eyebrows, like kind of hurt. But I never really got like a doctor's note for it, just because I usually just wear sunglasses for it. I mean, I don't need it all the time, but if I'm like out for like long periods of time and I don't have like sunglasses, I kind of do get a little irritation with my brows. They start to like tighten up. So
Okay. Well, it's just because they cover your eyes, and that's just, it makes, if people can't see your eyes, they're less likely to trust you, is usually the psychology of it. I mean, it's kind of a funny thing. So if you are at a point where it does affect your health, you need to wear sunglasses. Is it possible for you to wear like a lighter shaded sunglasses?
yeah, like I could like wear it on and off, like, and yeah, I could wear it on and off and
Okay, yeah, that would be
yeah.
preferable if you could just take them on and off, and maybe try wearing a baseball cap to help shade your face a little bit. That might help as well. But yeah, I mean, if you have a light pair, that would be preferable, like a lighter lens where your eyes can at least be seen. That would be preferable. But again, if it does affect your health, obviously your health takes precedence, and we don't want to stand in the way of that. So I would ask you though, for pictures, if you could just please take off your sunglasses and not have those in the pictures, that would be great. Does that help answer the question, Suzanne? Yeah, I can't see you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
Okay.
nodding.
Okay, sorry, I can't see you. Do you have any other questions?
That's it.
Okay. So you're going to do the same thing when you're at the end of your shift, after the tents and table, everything's been packed up and stored back inside the Marianos. You're going to want to clock out. Same thing. Pull up Roosted on the Roosted app on your phone. You're going to click on your shift, select submit punch out. And again, it's going to route to the camera screen. You're going to take a selfie. You need to make sure you're clocking in and out when you're literally on site at the Marianos. Take a selfie, not inside a vehicle. And after you submit that, you will have the option to tap on sign hours. It would be helpful if you sign hours. If you forget to do it, that's okay. You will still be paid. But I would encourage you to tap on that, because it will show you a summary of your punches in and out. And I would encourage you to take a screenshot of that and just keep that for your records if you have any questions. Again, just want to emphasize, check-in is not clock in, and you have to check in for each shift prior to submitting your punch that day. Pay dates are literally on the 1st and 15th of each month. So this event ends on the 8th, 6th. And so you will be paid on August 15th for this event. Again, it will be a paper check that is mailed to you. And the check will actually be printed on the 15th and then mailed out. So you won't receive it for up to 5 business days because it is the U.S. Postal Service and they move at their own pace. Any questions about Roosted? Okay, so as I said, the product is being delivered to Mariano's, and I believe it's actually being delivered the day before, so that will for sure be on site. However, the tent and the tablecloth are not going to be delivered until Thursday at some point in the barrels. So you guys are just going to have Inabon and Fiorella are bringing the table that you're going to use. So you're literally just going to have your table and the product to sample the people. We won't even have anything to hold the ice in at that point until the barrels arrive and the backpacks arrive. So it's just, I know you guys are all professional, you're all seasoned BAs, so it's just going to have to be a make-do situation. I'm sorry about that, but there have been delays with the ordering. You're going to have to speak to the manager that's on duty to find out where they're storing. Well, the first day you won't know, but you'll have to speak to the manager on duty where they would prefer you guys to set up and where they would like you at the end of the day when you pack everything up, where they would like you to store the tent and tablecloth, barrels, backpacks, swag. Any questions about that? Nope. Okay. And like I said, Inabon and Fiorella are going to bring the t-shirts for the team. Hopefully they arrive at Fiorella's house. My fingers are crossed. But they're bringing those for the team the first day of the event. And it is the team lead's responsibility to purchase the ice once those barrels and backpacks do arrive. I wouldn't suggest buying ice at the beginning until those arrive because you won't have anything to put the ice in and they will melt. But it's going to be 20, my estimate is 20 plus bags of ice a day. And that is all I have. Do you guys have any questions? Anything I need to clarify on?
No questions.
No. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's very straightforward BA work. So that's always handy when it's straightforward, right? If Inabon, if you could just stay on for a little bit afterwards and we could just chat for a minute just to go over a few things. But other than that, like I said, Diane is managing on Saturday and Tara is going to manage on Sunday. And again, you guys will have their cell phone numbers if there's any questions. But I appreciate all of you guys showing up tonight and I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. So have a great evening and we will see you on Thursday. Talk to you on Thursday.
Thank you, Julie. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good night, guys.
Thank you.
So Inabon, do you have any questions for me? Anything I need to expound on? I haven't, maybe I missed a piece of information that you can think of.
No? Honestly, I've golden here. That was pretty, okay. All things above board for me.
Okay, good. And you have received the table, so you'll bring that the day of. Like I said, unfortunately, I just got an email saying, we don't know when the tent and table are going to arrive and they won't arrive till Thursday. I'm like, okay, that's fine. My team can handle it. They can do it. They'll sample. I mean, unfortunately, it's going to be a warm product, which really bums me out. But at this point, there's just nothing else to do. So we'll just make it happen. Right?
How it usually shakes out.
Right. I know. BAs, if you're a seasoned BA, I'm sure you could tell some stories, right?
Yeah, I try not to fixate on it because I get frustrated with you. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Just, I try to. I love the days that when everything goes perfectly and you're just waiting for it, it never happens, and you're like, holy cow! You're like, it went perfectly, and you're like, whoo!
That's a great
So,
day. I
yeah,
know.
fingers crossed. But
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, people will be very happy to get the full can, in my opinion. And I've been talking about Ghost to people at the gym, and it's really popular.
Okay.
Locally.
Yeah. Yes, I can't tell you how many BAs I've interviewed in their ghost drinkers. I'm like, well, that's awesome because you're passionate about it, cool. But I think the big draw for people with Ghost is it's sugar free, and that's a big thing. And so you don't have that crash that you usually do with a traditional energy drink. So, okay. Well, I'm going to let you go, and I'll be in touch with you and follow up with I'm going to download this PowerPoint and follow up with you. So we'll talk to you later. And thanks again for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great night, Julie.
Thanks, you too.